and welcome to my second annual Black Friday giveaway. I'm Punk with Toys, also known as Lawrence, and that's it. If your name is not in, you don't get a chance to win. And I'm sorry, I think I gave everyone ample time to get in. I mean, 1 week, I think that's been more than enough, but we are going to talk about a little bit of stuff. And oddly enough, this is actually my 1 year anniversary of my first live stream. I don't know how many people were there. There weren't very many of you. If you were there, then you'll remember that I started off the live stream with music playing under, and I didn't know how to stop it. So I literally had to crash the live stream and restart it up all over again. But we've learned a lot in this 1 year. So believe it or not, the first stream was on a Monday. It was actually the warm-up for my first Black Friday giveaway, which was a 3D Mech Hiss, is what I gave away last year. And I really didn't want to ship anything that big. I gave away a 3D Mech Hiss and a 3D printed Cobra Claw, all donated by my buddy that also is doing the weapons rack in the crates. But I wanted to be something special. I didn't want to be something where, like I mentioned, I run up to Ollie's and spend, $5, $10, $15 on a giveaway to try and get people to come in. I want to give away something special. And thank you to Cage's Customs, also Johnny Reno, same person, for donating this. He mentioned it to me. I did not ask for any donations. So it was great that he reached out, and even better that he said, hey, you know what? I'm going to send you two. I wasn't going to tell you. I kind of wanted to surprise you, but you kind of brought it up. So thank you to him for the donation of the one that he gave to me. It is very special to me. I've had a few people now send me stuff. Going back to Digital Diarrhea, doing the whole Thane giveaway. Another guy that sent me a whole bunch of 3D printed weapons, which so many that I don't even know what to do with, which is good because, well, we're going to need some weapons. I always need more weapons. But anyway, thank you to Cage's Customs, Johnny Reno. I'm not even sure where he's at. I know he's going to be here because he has helped promote this too. So anyway, again, this is 1 year anniversary. I'm just kind of surprised it fell directly on the 1 year anniversary. And again, that was a Wednesday to warm up for the Friday. And then the first Monday didn't start for a week after that. And I'm going to kind of use this time before we're going to get into a few things. Not much. This is going to be a short stream, an hour or so, because after this, not directly after, but about a half hour after, we're going to do a members only stream where we're going to bitch and complain about the person that won. Unless if he's a member and shows up, then we're going to say, hey, good job. But I do want to use this, use this time just to say thank you to every single one of you that has spent the time, sent super chats, became channel members, bought merchandise. It truly does mean the world to me. I don't know if I say it more than other channels. I'm just being honest with everyone. It's just how I absolutely feel. To be sitting up here, I see a lot of what other guys that have been doing this for a year plus, and I see the amount of people that are watching their streams, and they're working just as hard as me, but some of them are getting, 12, 13, 20 people. We're regularly getting 60 people that sit throughout 3+ hours, and it's not only because of what I'm doing, it's because of the community that we've all helped create. And without every single one of you guys talking, shooting the shit, I know people have said, hey, you know what, I like it that you can take it. Well, listen, if I'm going to dish it out like I dish it out, I better be able to take it. So I just kind of want to say, this is kind of like my yearly address, I guess, of where I want the channel to go. And from here on out, I just want to see it grow. I see Danny in here. I know she's been here in and out. She comments, but I'm seeing her more on the live streams, and it's great. Again, today's going to be different because it's not your typical Monday, but Mondays won't be going anywhere. we're going to do what we can to grow the brand and just put on a better product. And hopefully we'll see that. But quickly, we have a lot of people watching right now. Let me try and get through every single one that's been here. PNC, wonderful channel member. Danny, who I just mentioned, happy Thanksgiving to you, or post Thanksgiving. Ryak is here. Bruce Lebron. Payne's Toy Sample, Matthew Matson, one of my moderators. What he says goes. We got Fatred here. We got Big Bacon. We got Down South 77. Again, another channel member. And again, also take a look at his YouTube channel. He's doing a lot of work along with like Big Bacon. Aaron the Toy Enhancer. Thanos Copter. So many of the same people. Old Snake is here. I already said Aaron. We got Shark Eyes, who is one of the first channel members. Donate a bunch of different memberships to a lot of people. So I got to say thank you to that. Benny Torres, Newfie 4024 is here. Old Snake is in the house. Grape 0001. What an interesting name. Ray Paz is here. I'm waiting for my other moderator. I don't see my other moderator. Rolando is here. We got Carol, but I don't see her brother. Thank you for joining. Eddie Rodriguez. Some people can't roll their R's. That seems so weird if you can't roll your R's. Skyfall is here. Smoke him if you got him, who was the last person to get his name in. Ricky Boyd is here. Ted Darkclaw, another channel member who was gifted one from Shark Eyes and one half owner of Hella Dope Toys. And if you haven't checked them out yet, right now they are running a 25% off for their Black Friday. So after this, jump on over there, go buy some stuff. You don't have to use my code because you're going to get more off just on their Black Friday. I think I already said Rolando. Spaded One. I mean, I don't remember this name, but I may have seen it. God knows there's a lot. Bobby Mold is here. Bobby Wold, sorry. The Collector is here. Okay, I'm running out. Deep Waters. Dwayne Mosher. Is that like Mosher and who is the other wrestler? Mike Lappe. I noticed a lot of these names from the giveaway. Steak Juice is here. I do not remember seeing that name because I love steak. I think I would remember that. But there are so many more. But here's Johnny Reno once again. Thank you so much for this. This means the world. I absolutely love it. Again, it's not something just generic that I'm giving away. It's something very special that, one of the contributors gave to us. Mr. Wonderful, again, he's here. He's always here. Always trying to get his plug for his Hexa stack. So Gregory, my 3D printer, is here. Again, he's part of the donation. I don't think he knew that he was donating anything, but I think he's okay with it. Or else he would have texted me and said, "You're an idiot. Don't do that." Liquid Identity 101. Len. We're going to call you Len because I'm not going to fuck that name up. All right. And let's see here. Funkin' 079. And that's it for right now. I'm not going to name off any more names. We got 48 people here. So as I mentioned, 1 year I've been doing this. Absolutely crazy. And if you really want to know, my 3D printer, Greg, he is really the one that you guys should thank. It's not just the things that he has 3D printed for me, but he was actually the first person that said, you know what? You should try and get monetized and just, cover some of your costs of what you're paying. And God knows I need to do it now because guess what I found out? Ohio broke my fucking car. That's right. Turns out when I got into Ohio, it broke the rear. I can't even think of it. It's an all-wheel drive, so all-wheel drive Journey. So it broke the rear differential. So now you got to take it to a specialist, and God knows how much that's going to cost me. But hey, you know what? It's not a bad time to have to throw money into a car, I just got to get a crown put on. That happened. We got Christmas coming. Hey, you know what? We ain't going to take it when we go, are we? So anyway, that's about it. I think that's all I can discuss. Exactly, Mike. Thank you very much. fuck Ohio. Honestly, God, I hit that fucking Ohio, and then I thought I fucking blew a tire, but didn't even make it to the first service station on that stupid turnpike of theirs. But yeah, so now I'll probably drop it off this week and find out how much it's going to cost me, and it just sucks. I mean, it's never a good time for your car to break down, especially when it's going to be something expensive. Kind of sucks that we had company cars, and we still do have company cars, but now we just have 2-seaters, and I have 2 kids. So to get them to school, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'll probably be dropping it off on Monday. Luckily, my kids are with their mother next week, so she'll be taking them to school, picking up, and doing all that other stuff. And then we'll figure out if it's too expensive and we toss the car away. Wait, we toss the car away like it's like an old toy or something. Like we throw our toys away. Anyway, I have nothing really written down. I do want to discuss a few things that were shown this week. So there were a few 3D molds that came out, 3D prints of the characters that are going to be popping up. Fatrid said, what did work make you drive? No. I actually chose to because I wasn't just driving in and driving back. And I drove it all the way down to Florida. So I figured, hey, you know what? It was actually running good. And it still drives perfectly fine. But yeah, no, I could have driven my car, but eventually it would have gone. Just happened to be in fucking Ohio. Tony knows, he heard the whole damn thing while I was on the phone with him. But yeah, so we've got a few head sculpts that popped up online this week, and the internet went crazy with the different G.I. Joes. And there were some idiots out there that thought that fucking Mace Windu was Doc. Now, I don't understand. First off, they're not colored, so they're just plain pictures. But last time I checked, Samuel L. Jackson has a very distinctive face. I mean, he's in like every single goddamn movie that there is these days, right? So the fact that people don't realize, and by people I mean one person, but there were some other images that kind of went around. We got Naga Hide. So I'm going to pull these up really quickly. Hopefully this thing doesn't freeze up. As I mentioned before, as much as I love Toy Habits, and this is their site, sometimes their webpage causes things to bog down because they use a lot of different pop-ups because, well, like anyone, they are trying to pay the bills. So anyway, what we have is 2 Night Creepers. Now we have a Night Creeper regular, and then we have the second Night Creeper. Now the second Night Creeper looks absolutely nothing like the first Night Creeper. And if you listen to Full Force, he kind of hinted that this kind of popped up, and he kind of hinted at the fact that they just made a second Night Creeper. I mean, that's kind of what he's mentioning and what he's saying. And understand this about Chris McLeod. He is in very close with the Hasbro team. So if he does say it, there's a good chance that it's the truth. Now, again, there are other YouTubers that basically wait till he comes out with information before they report anything. And that's great. I mean, do what you need to do. But he actually kind of laughed when people were trying to say that it was. He kind of laughed. He's like, that is Mace Windu. Like, so anyway, you can see the Night Creeper here. You can see Naga Hide in his hat, and then you can see what we believe is going to be one of the Valkyrie repaints with a different head sculpt for the. I can't think of the 4-wheeler. Someone in here tell me, I know what it is before anyone says, I can't believe you don't know what that is. What the hell is the 4-wheeler? Fine, you guys are all sitting there, right? But I think it was pretty clear when we could see it. And I mentioned before, I don't think they're going to release any vehicles. The Ferret, thank you, Matt. That's why I have a moderator. I don't know what the hell my other moderator is. I keep going on, and he's on other streams. I guess it would help if I paid some of these guys. But anyway, I said before that as much as I think people want them to release some vehicles without drivers, I don't think they're going to. And the reason why I don't think they're going to is because they know if they put the number on it, there will be completists that need that are going to pick it up no matter what. So they're going to do their best to make sure that there's a figure in every single vehicle. They can charge a little more. Again, you can say what you want, but that's how big businesses work. Payne, there's no doubt that that's the Valkyrie body. Now, I know, again, there is someone who is saying, we were the first ones to tell you. I can look at the damn thing and tell you that it looks like the Valkyrie, right? Yes, and Roman. We'll talk about Roman in a second. You want to say hi to everyone? Hold on, guys. Also, let me tell you, 1 year ago, come up here. Never in a million years would I have thought that this guy would become such a big part of the show. And you are, buddy. I love you. Everyone loves you, right? So, that's another thing. 1 year, never in my wildest dream of doing this would I have thought that this guy would have been pretty much more important to the show than me. I feel like people sit around and wait for him to come on, and he kind of waits to do the same thing. But anyway, back to this here. So we see the helmet, and they show the helmet with it looked like Clutch kind of either burying it or maybe uncovering it. But then we see Nagahide over here. And here's a better picture of everything. Now, here is the Mace Windu. Now, before anyone starts saying, hey, you know what, these are all G.I. Joe, why would someone think that it's, a Star Wars Black Series? If you look, it's C-3PO next to him. So, again, if you're on my Instagram, you have... Yes, Tony, we're talking about the Doc's head sculpt. Again, here's the whole thing. We're all allowed to be wrong. Just when you're wrong, just fess up to it. Don't delete the videos. Don't act like you didn't say it. Just move on. Yeah, right? Yeah, It could be Nick Fury, too. Matthew is absolutely correct. They could be Nick Fury. I guess it does not have to be Mace Windu. It could be Nick Fury. No matter what it is not Doc. Unless if Doc is in a new movie and it's being played by Samuel Jackson, which isn't always it doesn't mean that couldn't happen. But we do have the Night Creeper here, and we have the Night Creeper 2 head sculpt. So it'll be interesting to see if they pop out just a Night Creeper with 2 different heads, which, I guess you could, but those 2 figures look absolutely different. They don't look nearly the same. Or if we're going to quickly get a Night Creeper 2, or maybe they'll kind of change the name a little bit, It's 100% black head sculpt. Liquid, I had to read this because I didn't want to be reading it. I didn't want it to come off like it was racist. You meant Black Series head sculpt. They are always a touch smaller than Classic CL. Yes, they are. I found that out when I tried buying that one to make not a Supreme Cobra Commander, because we already have one, but like a different Cobra Commander, and found out the Black Series are just tiny. That they are just tiny little figures that don't fit in. But yeah. It says, look at how many Joe has look like actors. Some do, but Samuel Jackson is just so distinct. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Says it would be interesting if the Valkyrie got a biker helmet, some hooded head sculpt. Yeah, like I would assume that I would assume that the mask would come off. Now, whether or not you'd use a regular face or use some sort of maybe do something like the Cobra Officer where you actually have a soft, like the soft mask rather than the first classified looking mask, which I absolutely love. Like if Haida comes out with that, that is one that I might actually pick up because I said I wanted that in an O-ring form. So it's very interesting. But yeah, and like I said, there's no doubt for me that they were going to uh, they're going to drop a figure, I believe, with every single vehicle. I have no inside knowledge on that. It just makes sense for what they've done. So, okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to look at this poor little kid on the side here. Toy Habits, you need to figure out a way to get rid of that stuff. So it's just going down here. They're kind of showing you some of the old sculpts here. Here looks like a Star Wars blaster. Looks like GI Shark posted this. So, but just kind of scrolling down here, they do show off what they believe is the legs of Airborne. So that's interesting. And even looking at that helmet, exactly who is that helmet there? Because it looks like one of the newer Vipers that wasn't an O-ring version. So maybe it's someone else that I'm just not recognizing right away. Anyway. Then we'll go back here, and then we got to see torches. Now, this is something here that I know not everyone agrees with. So this is Torch, and it looks like he has sculpted glasses on it, which would be different than the rest of the Dreadnoks. Next to him, you have a clone trooper. Now, I spoke to the Bees Battleground, and I guess we'll find out shortly. I know Chris McLeod, when he was on there, he was looking at this, and he said he thought this was Falcon from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, New Captain America. B and a few other people believe that this is actually Alpine. Now, I tend to believe this is Falcon. Again, it's hard to say, especially without seeing the whole entire head. But I guess only time is going to tell. It could really go either or, to be honest. And I think right now some people are going, "Oh my god, I didn't think about using that head sculpt for a custom Alpine." But so we are seeing Torch. We already know Torch is coming. I can't wait to get Torch. He was my favorite of the Dreadnoks. But yeah, I just want to go over a little bit of this. Again, I didn't really want to get into too much news. Obviously, that is for the Monday show. This here is solely going to be for the giveaway for the most part. All right. So that was really it. There's not too much to get into with that. But anyway, did everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving? I'm kind of letting some people filter in. I think most people are waiting for me to be on for 4 hours. I told you guys around the 9:30 mark, 9:30, 9:45, we'll do the giveaway. We're going to wrap this up in about an hour, or within an hour, probably around 10, maybe a little after. We have a members only stream. So if you're not a member, if you're interested, you want to jump on, you become a member, and then you'll see the stream when it goes live. And it'll probably actually go live before 11. I just have it set for 11 right now. So, but Matthew will be there, I'm sure. This guy here says, I need Monkey Wrench. Well, you know what? Maybe they'll just give him one weapon. Maybe they go chintzy on chintzy on the accessories. Now, you know what? You only go chintzy on accessories when it's a licensed property, even if you're someone who complained and bitches and whines that, you shouldn't go chintzy on accessories. Anyway, Bruce says, didn't Frank Welker voice Torch? I do not know. I do not know. Fatchett says Lawrence and then 3-hour tour. I don't know how long. The other member streams have gone for 3 hours. I think 3+ hours. But again, it's also not just me talking. It is everyone. There's up to 10 people that can be on, and we kind of rotate people in, and people come in and out. But if you have questions, anything you want to ask, like I said, we'll probably rip on the person who actually won, because unless it was a channel member, we can do that. Why would we rip on anyone? Ain't nothing with grit. No, there's nothing wrong with gridiron. I think they're a little pricey, but nothing wrong with them. I think they actually make really nice design products. So anyway, if you look behind me, I do want to mention a few things. You look behind me, you see this giant thing. This thing is so big. Now, if you were able to watch my review of the Mezco roadblock here, and it is live right now. I've done way too much YouTube. I didn't want to be. I really didn't. I didn't want to be in here for so long. But I sit in this damn chair, and then I go to get food, and that's when I got the call about my car. And you're like, "Oh, thanks a lot. That's awesome. I absolutely love finding that out that you can't fix it, but you can still charge me for the diagnosis that gets somewhere else." And Big Bacon gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much. That means the world. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know how it ends up working in the end, but I do believe a bunch of people have, or it looks like a few people may have kept the ones that Shark donated. So thank you very much. It does mean a lot, man. Like, all right, hold on, buddy. You want to leave this room? And we've had 1 year of that. 1 year of Roman wanting to come in, leave, in, out, like kids, just like kids. But yeah, so if you watch the review, I gotta say, as much space as this takes up, trying to do a Mezco review was probably not the brightest idea, because there's so much stuff, and I have so little room now on my desk until I can figure out what I'm going to do with this. But with Christmas coming, I kind of got to take down all my stuff, because I mentioned before that a lot of my G.I. Joe stuff is just sitting in my living room, and it takes space up. So it's where a lot of my Christmas decorations go. A lot of stuff that I told my dad that I wanted, that my mom, she used to do ceramics. So big Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus all go in the front, and that's where there's a 3D printed hiss, a mech hiss, Serpentor. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do my end of the year review, or end of the year walkthrough of my my classified figures. I think I'm going to have to do it at the end of the year when I take down the Christmas decorations and I get everything back. So Smoking If You Got Him says, I got Roadblock 2 off BBTS. Now I just need to wait. He's a really good figure. I mean, I think that the Destro one is absolutely awesome. There is so much to him. That video ran so long because there's so much stuff. And you guys know how I like to do my reviews, especially with something new. I want you to see what it's going to be like when you pick one up. But really, you can make 3 different figures out of them. You can make 3 different figures out of them. Yeah, it's nice. Just be careful, because some of the stuff does seem a little sensitive and brittle. And when you're spending that much money on a figure, you definitely don't want to break it, right? All right. So Is there anything else you guys want to discuss? Again, we still have Monday coming up. I didn't do any planning for today. This was just a, hey, you know what? Let's talk. And as I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I think that this might actually be, I think this might actually be the 1 year anniversary. And sure enough, it was. Not that that's that shocking because it was only, 2 days, two give or day, give or take 2 days. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Did you guys get any good deals? I tried posting a few things. Listen, I've mentioned before, listen, if you want to support the channel, if you're ordering off Amazon, if you click one of my links, it just uses me as the affiliate link. And anything that you order on Amazon, doesn't matter if it's that product, toys, or not, it gives the channel some commission. So if you are ordering off anything, if you're ordering anything off of Amazon, please click the link. Again, it doesn't cost you guys anything, and you don't even know. And Shark Guys has been a member for 4 months. Let's discuss the other kid with 8 shipwrecks. So was it you that posted it, Shark? I know you had posted in it. So either you or Tony had posted a picture of it was an old. You had posted a picture of an old pamphlet of the USS Flag, and on it, the kid had 8 shipwrecks also, along with other figures. Which is actually kind of funny. It makes me wonder if maybe that's where my dad had actually seen it. And I want to say thank you to Wade Howlittson. Just became a YouTube member. I was over my dad's yesterday, and I looked, and he had the Sailor Funko Pop that I had bought for him, and then he had that shipwreck down underneath by his DVD player. And my stepsister was like, oh yeah, I'm the one that put those there for him. But I told you I had to get him that shipwreck. Just, I want to say it was payback, but dark hair, just like my dad. Don't remember really having a facial hair like that, but it's nice. I mean, I think it's cool. I mentioned before, when I gave my dad for his birthday the classified shipwreck, he was enjoying opening it up, and he's like, he got a baggie so he could put like the accessories in. I'm like, Dad, the only accessory that doesn't fit on there is the hair. Everything fits on his person. So but anyway, I want to say thank you to you guys. Again, the continuing channel members, the new members. I'm going to do everything I can to constantly try and put out more content for you guys. It is difficult. The content that I already do just takes up so much of my time. Again, when you're doing reviews and that's solely what grows your channel, it's almost hard to do other things. You look at someone like Ken from Toy Connections. He does not go heavy on reviews. He does a lot of content that is going to be what we call evergreen. It's going to be a consistent, it's a consistent video that's going to be, it's going to be good for years and years to come. Where when you're doing reviews, you have a very finite amount of time to put that video out and actually get views off of it. So, hey Punk, did you get any stickers at Chubby's? I do have a Chubby's Wubby. The Chubby Wubbies. Yeah, Chubby Wubbies. He did give me a sticker. He also gave me a pin. Well, I don't know where I put it. Now you have me wondering where I put it. But then I've never ordered any stickers, and I really should order stickers for myself. And then I noticed he had a sticker wall there, and I'm like, damn it, I missed a perfect spot because I saw him post it that I would have had a Punk with Toys sticker on there. So what I can do is if I do order some, I can send you one, and then you can slap it on his little wall. So every time he takes a picture, people see a Punk with Toys. So, all right, guys, we got 60 people here. I'm actually kind of surprised. We had like 83 people that hit notify me, because you can look at the analytics. And I'm like, there weren't 83 people that actually put their name in. But hey, Payne says, I honestly have nothing to say here. That's a fucking first, Payne. Liquid says, Helix is the one classified I never knew I'd want so bad. She looks fantastic. She does. And this is what a lot of people have been saying. Like, there are people that are like, oh, they're almost out of doing G.I. Joe figures, or, you know, once they're done with the O-rings, you know, the 83 through 88, I'm done. Well, again, they have a whole girth of figures that they can tap into that came out afterwards. And it's just one of those things that people don't want to like something new. But at the same time, most of these people want to bitch that they're not getting anything new. And again, if you're looking at it and you're going, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, this is, this isn't what I had, so I don't want it. Well, then you're never going to like anything that. So it's absolutely crazy what people. But yeah, the Helix is awesome. I always thought Helix was a good-looking figure. They found a way to make a yellow figure look good, and you can say what you want about barbecue, or not barbecue. Blowtorch. Blowtorch is cool because we had him as a kid. Seriously, he's a sniper's wet dream. He's a sniper's wet dream. I believe Chad said, and he posted a short that I think they said in World War II, was it maybe Vietnam even, that the flamethrower guys had a life expectancy of about 4 seconds. It was something crazy short, because once you get hit, you just. Big Bacon says, oh hell, finally found it. Don't feel bad, because I've done the same thing. Listen, if you're a channel member and you don't know where this is at, I think you go to Super Chat, right? Like, you're going to make a Super Chat, and then it gives you the option to just send your one message a month and say how long you've been a member. So, and Payne drops in that's what she said. So I guess Payne did have something to say. All right. I don't know why Payne said it twice, though. Payne said it twice, though. Dial tone wasn't yellow. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, it's in the Super Chat. So if you're a member and you want to send that, go to Super Chat. You don't hit the Super Chat, although I'm not going to argue if you're going to send me a Super Chat. Then you can send your message or say how long you've been a member for. And here is Digital Diarrhea. Hey, y'all. Or you can just do what PNC did here. Member for 5 months. As you can see, DD has been a member for 10 months, and he's on the right one. Sometimes he does it from his other one. Matthew Matson, moderator. We got Speaking Moistly. You know what? I see you a lot, but man, you haven't been very boisterous lately. Usually, you always have like a good amount to say on other channels and stuff. I've noticed, but you've been pretty quiet here. So, anytime you want to speak a little bit more, you are more than welcome to. Let's see. Darth says, "I want Ever Joe and Classified." Oh, you mean every Joe in Classified? Hey, you know what? As I've mentioned, you can give us everything. If you finally get to a point where it's a figure that I don't want, then I don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. No one has to buy it. I think that the G.I. Joe team has done a wonderful job of mixing in these figures that they know are not the main attraction, but they're hoping that people are going to give them a chance. And I think they did a good job when they did the whole mole rat thing. And even though we were all waiting for it. So it's going to be interesting how they continue to do this, because I really do want the line to continue to go on. There are people that expect it to die, and I've already heard people that are constantly complaining about the QC, and I agree there are going to be QC issues, and you want as many to be resolved as possible. But again, when you get to a point where that everyone has the camera, everyone has the ability to post online, you're gonna see every single defect from a company, and it doesn't matter. You can look at the small companies. Look at Valaverse. He had a very small amount of defects, but the moment they went out there, man, people were just posting them all over. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't seem to get that from Masters of the Universe. You don't get it from the Four Horsemen. But again, it's just a huge, huge issue when it comes to these other. For some odd reason, it's the military ones that everyone, and I think a lot of it has to do with the infighting between, Valaverse and Joe members. It's just this huge, huge infighting between everyone. Dan71 found it. Believe me, I found it again. I think when I was on Geek Dead Life or Toy Anxiety, and I was like, I'd found it before and then I forgot about it. But yes, so you go to Super Chat if you're a channel member, and you get like one free chat or one free thing. It also tells you how long you've been a member. I think that inspires people. It's these other people are involved, and again, anyway, Hasbro changes designers like urine cakes. They don't change designers, and I'm not sure if you're trying to say that they that they don't change the urinal cakes. They have one designer. It is Lenny. Lenny designs everything. Now, understand this: when you have a designer, there are other people doing the sculpts and doing different things like that. He's not doing everything like that. They have different sculptors. Going back to who's the guy that they recently let go? Now works. He's doing stuff for Boss Fight Studios. He does stuff for. Is it Aaron? I don't know. Someone will tell me who it is. But the guy that they recently let go that no one knew about, but then everyone was super upset about. He's going to still be doing stuff with them. So they have one designer. There's one person that designs the figures. Then they get sent out to be sculpted and do all the good stuff like that. All right. Corey, Aaron, ABCs. I don't know where I got Aaron from, other than it seemed like we got 18 Aarons now in the YouTube world. All right. So we got 67 people watching. I guess it's time. You guys want to do the giveaway now? As I mentioned, if you didn't get your name in, I gave everyone a week to do it. The last person to get in was smoke them while you can, smoke them if you can, something like that. Liquid, we will definitely. There's no doubt that we will get a wild weasel. Will we get a wild weasel with a Rattler? I highly doubt, unless if it's a HasLab. But we're going to get all these figures. And I know there's a lot of people that have a problem. Now, how can you give us, how can you give us, a cover girl, Wolverine? Like, shut up. Like, for the love of God, like, you can't have everything. And we'll still see if all these classified vehicles actually sell well, or if their plan is not to put them into stores, or maybe try a few and we'll see what happens. It's really difficult. Danny, I have said that when Ice Cream Soldier comes out, that is the end of the line. Lenny has said so many times that he has told Emily on so many streams, we're not doing that one. That one's never coming. I could see that being like the end of the line. Like, this is it. Though I don't think the line ever, like, I think like a lot of things, like, things just end. They don't get an announcement, like TV shows. I watched, if anyone's watched Kim's Convenience on Netflix, it's really good. Another good Canadian show. And they didn't do a season 6, and season 5 just ends with a huge cliffhanger. And you're like, son of a bitch. Why do I not get to see the end of this? Yes, DJ, it would be great to get a Wild Weasel and Rattler if you have $300. Right now, I don't want anything to come out because broken car. And broken car trumps toys, I think. We'll see. All right. So, like I said, we're going to do like an hour. Here's how the rules of the drawing work. You guys have all had 1 week to put your name in. All the names are in. There are 97 names that are in here. If you were a channel member before the stream started, you automatically had your name put in. So someone like Payne gets his name put in twice. I did break them up, so there's not one big lump of channel members, and no one is like Payne or Big Bacon, Allison. They don't have them right next to each other. There are some people that did not put their name in, which I was kind of shocked by. Someone like Matthew, I don't believe put his name in, but his name is in because he's the moderator and a channel member. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel of names. You'll have 1 minute to call out if it lands on you. If it lands on someone that is not here, your name gets thrown out, and we spin again. And we will spin again until we land on someone. But there are 69 people here. There's more names in here that were put in than people watching. And I know some of the people watching did not put their name in. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. I think I gave everyone enough time. And you also can't be mad if I'm giving something away for free, right? So we'll add the stage here. Big wheel of names. If you put your name in, look now. See if you see your name before I spin. You can actually see the list right up here of everyone that I put in. I do believe this is the biggest giveaway that I've done now. Did we ever hit 100 before? But anyway, you guys are all here. We're going to spin. Again, you have 1 minute. And a lot of times we'll know if someone's here. A lot of times we'll know if it's someone who's really never even shown up before. So, you guys ready? Let's spin this. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to be someone that we... Oh, he's here! Because I know he already mentioned. So, Darth Berkey, you have 1 minute to claim your prize. Although I've seen you here, so I'm pretty sure you're already here. All someone has to do is at someone, and you'll see if their name populates, and you'll know if they're watching. That's how you can also find out if other people are watching. So, Darth, where are you? Oh, there you are, right there. All right, so here's what I need from you, Darth. Where the hell did you go? Darth Berkey right here. Okay. So here's what I need from you. punkwithtoys@gmail.com. Send me your info, and I will send out the the package. It won't be tomorrow. It might not even be this week, but you will get it before Christmas. That I definitely do promise you. But there have been some people that have been like, "Hey, can you send it out this?" I'm like, "Listen, dude, you want something for free? You'll get it." So, Darth Berkey, this. I think it was the first one. Is the only one. This no, you see this again. Let's spin again just to see. Let's see who would come up next. I think the first one was the only one that we got to pull names out, and it was so much fun. Look at that! Aaron would have won. I know he's here too. So it kind of tells me that the people that are in here are actually watching the show. So, but I'll tell you what, Darth, you're going to get a really good prize. So look at this. Is this guy here? Now you're not winning anything. So if you're just tuning in, don't think you're winning anything. I'm just spinning. Yeah, Aaron, you are the first loser. You are the first loser. But don't feel bad because I am the first loser that has to fix my car on Black Friday. It could be worse for you. Anyway, I don't know if there's really much more to go. I know that one just teasing. It's fun though. Here, hold on. Yeah, add to stage again. Oh, wait a minute. It's not there. I know, but it's just fun. I had to spin it a couple times because when I did the channel members, they were all lumped together. Oh, look at Big Bacon. As a channel member would have won if 3 people would not have been here. Sorry, Big Bacon. And that would have been nice because you donated the 5 memberships. Hey, Greg, you have given me more than enough. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I will take care of it. But thank you very much. That really doesn't mean it. Like your friendship, everything that you have said, Greg. Listen, I want to say something. I haven't seen Greg in a little bit. He's moved like 20 minutes away rather than 3 minutes away. Like I said, you guys need to thank him if you really enjoy what I've given. I don't know why. I'm just now I'm just spinning this because making people realize what they may have won. Maybe do a last man standing giveaway. Maybe next time, but that's a lot to go through. But I was saying, listen, Greg has done so much for me with the 3D printed stuff. Greg is the one. Listen, I had mentioned how I don't like Steve Toys. I want to do a review of his thing. Greg kind of communicated with them, and when Greg kind of, finally came back, he said, "Hey, he said you can do it, but you have to do this, this, and that. Can't say that I gave this to you, and you have to give him all the credit." I'm like, "Fuck him, dude!" Like Mark to Toys was like, "Yeah, that's cool. You can review it. I'm already giving him the credit, But Greg was the one that said, "You know what? You need to do this." He's the one who donated all not donated, but let me review all his Valaverse figures. Hell, the guy let me review a Galactus, a HasLab Galactus, and he's like, "Do you want to review it?" I'm like, "You don't want to open it first?" He's like, "No, you can do whatever you want." And if you go look at the Galactus, I put him on a skateboard and put him in different poses on my rail. And I was so scared that thing was going to fall off. Especially with hardwood floors, it doesn't help because things hit the ground and they just, boom, shatter all over the place. So anyway, say thanks to Greg if you actually enjoy. And again, I don't know why you would sit here for 3-4 hours at times if you don't enjoy all the stuff we're giving. So, all right. Well, Again, Darth Berkey, we'll remember your name because you are, I think you're only the second regular to win. All the other giveaways that I've given, all the other giveaways have been people that have kind of been like a one and done. The new moderator, who's not here, um, um, oh no, Lone Dragon, it's already long gone, and you don't do that. It's not gymnastics. I was actually going to do tricks out. I was going to take it outside and do it, and I was like, hell no. It was actually windy too. I'm like, nope, I'm not taking this thing outside to do anything like that. So we just did it in my living room. But yeah, he lent me a lot of stuff. I might be getting mixing things up, but he lent me the Valaverse figures to do the reviews, and that really kickstarted it because I'm sure there may have been some others, but up until that point, when you looked for Valaverse, you either found this is the best fucking figure ever. There's nothing wrong with it. This is a import value figure for $32, or you got this is the biggest piece of trash ever. I had to heat it up. Everything snaps on it. It breaks. And I was like, you know what? There's no way in hell that it can be either or. There's got to be somewhere in the middle. And, the figures were good enough that I thought, that I continued to purchase them. And until recently, I came to the point where I felt there's not a reason for me to really collect them anymore. It doesn't mean I'll never purchase anything of theirs again, but I kind of came to a point where I really don't want to discuss their product. And I don't, I won't be purchasing them on a regular basis. And that's just something that I had to decide for myself and for the channel. And I know it may hurt me a little bit, but hey. But that's what I was also saying. So but also for the giveaway, it's been all these like onesie twosies. I was actually saying, so the other person that won was the other moderator. I guess he's not used to coming in on Friday here. And then he told me to send it off to Allison. So, all right. It says, I think you only read 2 messages. Sent Aaron to the Armory, and I'll get shipping. Just message me. There's so much stuff, and I'm not gonna lie. And you can't say Aaron because there's so many fucking Aarons now. All right, just message me. All right, you have my phone number. You have my Facebook. Just message me what you want me to do. No, listen. The figure was going to be given away. The things that I threw in were the 3D stuff that Greg had printed. I wanted to have something else. And this really went, this was all on Johnny Reno, shooting me a message saying, hey, you know what? I am the best customizer in Arizona by far. He's like, I'm not, like, there's not even close to me. Not even a close second here in Arizona. By far the best customizer. By far. I was like, wow, okay, dude, if you're that good. And he said, no, you don't understand. By far, I'm the best customizer in Arizona. But it was all thanks to him. I know this is me just repeating myself over and over and over. Let's see here. Aaron says, I ain't gonna lie, even though I lost it, was still a very exciting giveaway. Awesome prizes, Lawrence. Hey, you know what? You're welcome, guys. Listen, I love the fact that you guys have helped grow this community. I didn't think that I would be sitting here at this stage a year ago. It's hard. As I've mentioned, I've watched a lot of toy tubers that are doing this every single week. And I want to see what other people are doing. The only person I have to compete with is myself. But at the same time, you need to see what other people are doing in your genre. And I see a lot of guys they've been doing this for over a year. They do it on a consistent basis, and they get 12 to 15 people watching the streams, and they go 2 hours. I've seen what we've been able to do on Monday nights. It's translated to Thursday with a friend I would love to say that it's translated into Punks on Film, but you people wanted something that you didn't watch. Which Matthew and I are going to be discussing a little bit after this. So if you are a member, if you have a membership, look for the link. It's going to come up. You'll just see it show up. I'll post a link. I'll send it out in a little bit. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. 58 of you still watching. I think we hit 70. I didn't expect this to be a big show. I didn't come with any news. There is already some news. Hyatt dropped a few new things. We'll obviously be talking more about the G.I. Joe stuff. We've talked about, the roadblock this Monday. Again, there's always more to talk about. Deepwater says, thanks for doing the giveaway. I'm happy that you enjoy us. Viewers for tuning in. Question, how far are you in the sauce? You mean, I don't drink. This isn't alcohol, if this is what you're thinking. I'm straight edge. I've never drank in my life, man. I just ramble. It doesn't have to be Monday for me to ramble. Believe me. This is iced tea. So anyway, if you're a channel member, look for it. It's going to pop up. We will be on Monday. Again, Monday is our night. I know there's some other people dipping in. Again, there's more than enough room on YouTube for everyone. But you should be here. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Darth, you know what to do. Hit me up. Some of you guys will see after this. And until Monday, if I can find my brand, have a wonderful night.